So here we got three scenario for special case 1, 2, and 3. So look at this first one. We have one component AB, which is a rotation about fixed axis A. Okay, so this component will rotate this way. And second component, component C, that inside a slot, so it can move this direction back and forth. And we have the third component, BC, which is a general plane motion. Okay, so if I were to draw the I, instantaneous center of zero velocity, for this component, which is the component BC. Okay, so the component BC. Okay, so the AB is category 2 rotation, the C is category 1. Okay, rectilinear translation. So we have the BC, which is general plane motion. So first thing that we do is we solve the simple part, which is the first one is AB, and we want to solve at the point where this simple part connect with the general plane motion. So we have 2 points, which is point B and point C. So the first one, we want to have the velocity at point B. So what we do, make a line from rotation point towards the B, okay, and then you will have velocity 90 degree to this one. Okay, so you have velocity. Let's say you didn't know which direction, so but you know it is 90 degree from this center line, so you have the VB. Okay, now you want to make the velocity at point C. You know that you can move this direction, so either to the front or to the left. This is the VC. Okay, so to have the I, instantaneous center of zero velocity, you want to make a 90 degree line from these two velocity, go through point C and point B. So the first one, you make a first 90 degree line. Okay, and the second one, you make a second 90 degree line. 90 degree. Okay, so you will see that these two lines, okay, not cross each other. Okay, there is no crossing line between these two lines, so there is no I. Okay, there is no instantaneous center of zero velocity for this case. So what happened is, actually these two components, okay, this component BC is actually moving. Okay, if we see that if this one moves to the right, and B will also move to the right, so either it moves this way or this way, it will not turn. So it moves like a first case. Okay, the first case, which is it will move only to the left or to the left or to the right, will not rotate. Okay, it is a rectilinear. Now it becomes a rectilinear motion. So if we have this case, which is there is no I, so these 2 points will have VB actually equal to VC in terms of magnitude and also the direction. And what about the omega of BC? Do we have the omega? So in this case, it will just move, so the omega BC equal to 0. Okay, so this is the first special case. Okay, so if you do that line and you don't have the crossing line between these two, so there's no I. Okay, so the omega of that component is 0, and the V at point it will be same as the other point. Okay, this is the first special case. We go to the second one. We'll do the same thing. Okay, now we do the same thing. First one, you make a line from A to B. Okay, for this one also, you know that the AB is the category 2, rotation about fixed axis. The C is category 1, rectilinear motion, so you can only move this direction. So you want to analyze the velocity at the connecting point, which is B and C. So the C can only move either up or down. So this is the BC. And the B is a rotation about fixed axis. The fixed axis is point A. So you have to make a line from this one to B, and 90 degree from here will be your VB. This is 90 degree, either this way or that way. Okay. Now, to have the I instantaneous center of velocity, so the way is you make a 90 degree line to this velocity and to this velocity go through that 2 points. So the first one, you make a line to through these 2 points 90 degrees, so it will become the same line. Okay, so you can make a line 90 degree to this one. You make a second line through this point 90 degree, you will have, okay, and you will see that this is your intersection line, so this is your I. Okay, this is your I. So in this case, if the I is on any of this point, that velocity of the point will be 0, because it is instantaneous center of 0 velocity. So if the velocity, the I is on any of that point, the velocity of that point will be directly 0. Okay, so you know that now the VB equal to VB equal to 0. Okay, so we have the equation V equal to omega R, so omega equal to V divided by R. So if you want to have the omega, now it is like this component BC is rotated to a fixed point B. Okay, so the rotation, okay, might be clockwise omega BC or counterclockwise omega BC. Okay, so using this equation, we want to have the omega BC. So let's say we have here omega BC equal to V. V that we know here is the V at point C. So we can put point C, BC divided by, from pivot point towards the point that we take, so from I to C, IC, this is the R. Or at the same point, we have VC divided by the point I is also point B, so B to C. So you can have the velocity and also the omega. Okay, any point that have the I, that point the velocity will be 0. Okay, and the last one, we have the third special case. Okay, it is a ball or this something that roll on a surface. It is not moving like this one, but it is rolling because we have the friction. Okay, it is not a smooth surface, so it will be rolling. Okay, so like this one, let's say we have this component, it will be rolling, okay, and moving forward. So what happened to velocity at point A or point B? How do you know velocity at point A and point B? Okay, does this goes directly like this one? Okay, or this one? Okay, for in this case, this one is correct, but this one is wrong. Okay, first we need to identify the I. Where is the I? Okay, so in this third special case, the I, instantaneous center of 0 velocity, actually is at the contact point. This is the I. Okay, this is done. How I want to do that? Because if you look at this movement, okay, let's say I have this. When I want to move, okay, at the same time move and rotate, you see it is going up and going down again at one point and then going up again. Okay, so the actual movement actually will be from here down, going up, going down, going up, down, down. And you will see that the change in direction is here. So the velocity at that point will be 0. So that is your instantaneous center of 0 velocity I. Okay. So to have the velocity at point A and point B and so on, what you will do is, say, you start by doing the line from rotation point I towards that point and then 90 degrees. So you have this one to this point 90 degrees, so that's why I take this is correct. For the other point, you have to make line like this one and 90 degrees. So this is your VB and so on. Okay, so if we have 1 omega, VB equal to omega R equal to omega IB and so on. Okay.